Although Iranian forces are not engaged in conventional warfare with the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF), official Tehran demonstrated tremendous enthusiasm in boosting defense capabilities, particularly of its Navy fleet. Iran recently embarked on the modernizing of its Navy fleet. Iran focuses on naval forces not only because the Gulf waters are the primary arena of conflict but also because Iran's maritime capabilities far exceed its aerial capabilities. Iran attempted to acquire advanced Navy technologies and enhance anti-ship missile systems for many years. Moreover, the strong Navy enables Iran to provide direct support to the Houthi Navy against the US and Israeli ships in the Red Sea. For example, to increase Houthis chances in the Red Sea, Iran is concentrating on developing missile systems capable of threatening American naval vessels. They recently announced the development of a maritime cruise missile called Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, with a range of 1,000 kilometers. Moreover, Iran has reprioritized some of its local maritime exercises towards solidifying or expanding territorial claims in the Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, and Caspian Sea. Indeed, these exercises aim to increase the Navy's logistical capabilities. The extended logistical capabilities enable Iran to keep the pulse on the Persian Gulf waters, given its long-term rivalry with the United Arab Emirates, UAE, over the disputed Abu Musa Island, the most strategic point in the Gulf. In a greater context, assisting the Houthis attacks is just one part of a broader strategic shift that increasingly relies on maritime capabilities to keep Iran's enemies on the back foot. For that purpose, Iran significantly upgraded its vessels in recent years, including new submarines and missile-armed warships, and has begun to venture as far as the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Iranian Navy relies not only on frigates, destroyers, or submarines but also on small speedboats that harassed American ships in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz for many years. In a similar vein, the U.S. needs to develop alternative trade routes to avoid violent Houthi attacks in the Gulf while pushing its Arab allies to reach a consensus with Tehran to stop brutal attacks. However, it is noteworthy that there are significant disparities between the Navy of Iranian Regular Forces and the Navy of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, known as the backbone of the Islamic Republic. To this end, the IRGCN has invested significantly in asymmetric capabilities, including hundreds of lethal small craft, a network of coastal defense cruise missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, that can potentially support the accurate targeting of adversary naval forces. These technical capabilities allow Tehran to exert more influence in the Gulf region to protect its interests. Unlike regular Navy forces, the IRGC Navy has a specific task of expanding Tehran's maritime abilities and thwarting enemies even in distant waters. Thus, amid the war and armed standoff in the Middle East, the IRGC Navy provides critical support to members of the Axis of Resistance with increasing frequency. As Iran's Navy has taken shape in recent years, Tehran publicly reveals its ambitions of becoming the main regional power in the Gulf, raising the stakes of regional conflicts and threatening the fragile stability. Iran has also ventured into deepening its antagonism with the West by supplying drones to Russia in Ukraine, seeking to demonstrate its capability to play an active role in major conflicts. Additionally, Iran's enthusiasm to join the BRICS bloc has multiplied, with Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian stating that it provides the groundwork for achieving considerable goals and developing other comprehensive strategies for government in implementing dynamic diplomacy. It is worth noting in this statement that Abdollahian has not openly declared hostility toward the West. He mentioned that linking a country's national interests to others' fate and to a specific international structure is a strategic mistake, and added that multilateral cooperation with various international mechanisms can be an appropriate choice to ensure countries' maximum interests. Some BRICS members continue to play an active role in this structure despite their good relations with the West. This clearly explains Tehran's persistence in indirect dialogue through intermediaries with Washington. Iran may find engagement in these blocs and cooperation with Russia and China a means to secure considerable concessions in any negotiations with the West, particularly regarding the Iranian nuclear program. Iran sees troubled international environment as a suitable moment to enhance its regional and international influence, with full confidence that the Biden administration has no desire for any military confrontation. Consequently, the commander of the Iranian Navy recently announced that any ship wishing to pass through Strait of Hormuz must inform us of its nationality, cargo type and destination in Farsi. If it fails to do so, we will pursue it. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, Nasser Kanani, stated that Iran is the most effective state in ensuring maritime security in Gulf and regional and international waters. It has always guaranteed safe passage of ships through the Strait of Hormuz. These statements, made in the context of U.S. accusations against Iranian Revolutionary Guards of threatening maritime navigation and detaining commercial ships, indicate that Iran's actions on the ground go beyond regional cooperation to ensure maritime security. Instead, they solidify Iranian unilateral hegemony over regional waters. All of the above reflects Iran's self-assuredness in having what is often described in Iranian political discourse as unmatched strength. The reality, however, is that Iran's naval power, ranked 17th globally, cannot achieve maritime sovereignty in open oceans and high seas as envisioned by Iranian leaders. Nonetheless, it can carry out tasks that threaten navigation in vital maritime passages in the region. Autonomous drones, fast boats, frigates, and other small vessels can threaten major nations' fleets in regional waters. This aligns with Iran's military doctrine centered around proxy warfare. It is likely that orders from Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, as alluded to by General Tangsiri, to venture beyond regional waters and be present in high seas mean having the necessary capabilities for engaging in asymmetrical warfare in open oceans as well. This could serve as a considerable strategic pressure card on American naval movements amid growing potential Iranian threats.